day 4. I forgot the day for a moment, but today's day 4 of winter arc. And let's first of all look at the hair progress. So it begins to get color, but I think there is a problem with the corners. The hair starts to get color if you look from afar. If you're looking from afar, it will look like black or dark green black, if you know what I mean. But it's growing pretty fast with my beautiful bonnet or hat. But today, I don't want to talk about the hair, obviously. Today, I'm gonna talk about the last rule, or the rule before the last rule of my winter arc video, and that is to meditate at least 5 minutes a day. Obviously, 5 minutes is a very short amount of time. In the past, when I was full on meditating, full grinding, my record was 50 minutes non-stop, no eyes opening meditation. But then I stopped meditating for a long time, and now I have difficulties. In the beginning it started with 3, then 5, 7, 10, 15. But how can you start? Because 5 minutes is a pretty long time for a beginner. I started meditating the day before winter arc again, after a long time. And the day before winter arc, I meditated for around 5 minutes. No, not 5, 2 minutes. And that felt pretty long. But now I'm meditating 5 minutes a day. But there's a problem. I don't meditate in the morning because I forget, and there's a chance that I fall asleep. I meditate in the evening 5 minutes, and I get tired. Obviously, the ways to meditate. Let's first talk about the positions. I'll talk about the ways later. So you have several kinds of positions. I'll tell them from bad to good. So the worst one is lying down. After that, leaning against the wall. And the last one is just sitting straight upright. Why is the first one so bad? Because if you rely on it and you do it every time that way, and you do it in the morning, then you will probably fall asleep. That's what happened to me for a very long time. I woke up and then I said, yeah, I'm gonna meditate 2 minutes, but I just fell back asleep. The next one is meditating with your back leaned against the wall. Why is this one so... It looks good, but why is this one so bad? Because you leave one thing to focus on out of your meditation. If you need to focus on 2 things, you're instead focusing on 1 thing, which will lower the benefit. Obviously, it's still better than laying down, but the best case is just sitting upright. Why is that the best case? The best case? Because you need to focus on having your back straight, or else your back will hurt. And you are not lying down. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Then you have meditating, but focusing on different things. Those are the ways to meditate. You have focusing on your breath, focusing on your body, focusing on your heart, focusing on your hands and what you touch. All of them have different effects and have different workings. But the main principle is to not get mad at yourself when you deconcentrate or when your mind wanders off, because in those 5 minutes that I do in the evening, I have around 20 to 25 mind wanderings in 5 minutes. But don't get mad at yourself if that happens. Just reconcentrate and try to finish the 5 minutes. Obviously, you need to keep a track of the time, or you can count. That's a way to do meditation as well. But I like to keep a time tracker. In the past, I had always a timer, which is good, but the problem with timers is when you're so focused on meditating and then out of nowhere you get a full-on timer right next to you, you will just get a shock. And each time that I had that, I had like a little shock, which isn't good, obviously. You should be slowly realizing. But now I'm using a stopwatch. Yeah, stopwatch. But with a stopwatch, obviously, to check the time, if you have done 5 minutes, you need to open your eyes and look and then close them back again. So it's a bit more difficult, but you won't get a shock at the end. So it will end more peacefully, more peaceful. And me personally, I'm doing all the 5 minutes in the evening. Obviously, you can divide it 2.5 in the morning, 2.5 in the evening, or even 2 in the morning, 1 at school and 2 in the evening. Those are all possibilities. 5 minutes isn't a long time, and it should be achievable for everyone. And always remember, calm always delivers.